Hey everybody, how's it going today? I came here with a very interesting video. It's been kind of viral on places like TikTok as of recently, and even I thought it was a good fight when I heard about it. I do want to say though, well, I think it's an interesting fight. Good is, something I will have to discuss within this very video. So I seriously doubt anybody's actually going to argue Giorno has higher AP. It's more of a hacks thing. So let's talk about. We all know that like Giorno should scale probably around maybe what city level, if you go off the Red Hot Chili Pepper stuff, because like a lot of people don't understand that the statements they use to try to get Giorno really high just says that he's above the current existing stands. Like he's said to be a perfect stand, and that his own power is like above the measuring rod for stands at that time, like the existing one. So it wouldn't really make sense to say that he would be stronger than anything post part 5, and then if anything we have statements contradicting that. So let's talk. Giorno's ability is pretty simple. I will say a lot of people seem to wank it. It's basically taking an action and returning it to 0. Like if I go to A, like, if I try to go to A, then I will, before I reach A, like right before I reach A, I will be returned to B, and I will not be able to attempt to take that action at all. Like, some people act as if it's just the action returning to 0, and they can try again, but no, it returns it infinitely. Like, Diablo couldn't do shit when he was caught into it. He was, that's because his action was, like, return to 0 infinitely. He cannot try to make a action after that. Well, he can, but not the same one. So there's also some interesting speed scaling. I want to say I don't believe in anything like inaccessible or stuff like that. You can get him to massively faster than light, but the reason I don't believe in things like inaccessible is because it was verbatim stated by that Diablo's ability, like, it more or less just erases the perception of time rather than actual time itself as a being. So yeah, I will say that there was a massively faster than light. I think it was MFDL Plus actually from Silver Chariot. I will say that's calculation dependent and on the anime as well, but in actual manga, Silver Chariot was like astonished. He was like, "There's no way in hell I can keep up." Well, Polnareff was. He was like, there's no way we can actually keep up with light. So you could argue, and he had to know where it was going, so you can argue that's relativistic, but you can also argue MFDL to MFDL Plus from the anime visuals as well. And GR also has some other hacks, but and this is where things kind of get unfortunate, and I really hate, because despite the popular belief that I apparently hate JoJo, Giorno is one of my favorite characters. I fucking love JoJo. I love Giorno. He's one of my favorite animes, if anything. I need to catch up to the newer parts. Part 6 was pretty cool. I've been waiting to like let things blow over, and now I was gonna like check it out. And seeing how I'm not gonna be able to make some videos for a little bit, I'm just recording a bunch of them. I might just start reading them over time. But yeah, back to the point. Yhwach, with his Almighty can literally like see futures. Now here's the broken thing about this, and I mean like the actual broken thing. People act like it works for transformations, which it really doesn't. It's more of abilities. But yeah, Yhwach would be able to see like Giorno's abilities with the Almighty, and he could literally make it to where those abilities won't like affect them, like they won't work on him, which is actually it's a hard counter to GER. That's like the big issue, like, and I mean a massive issue. And like if you use the relativistic speed scaling for Polnareff, then GR is going to be faster than light. Keep in mind, this is because like we have some faster than light speed scaling for people like Jotaro, stuff like that. Because Jotaro obviously got stronger over time, and stronger in Polnareff, and obviously faster as well. He was like fighting Dio and shit. And this is now this is extremely important as well because GR is above like pre-Part 5 stands, and stands in Part 5 as well. Which means you can obviously get Giorno to faster and light, but you can also, there's a really a lot of metas to get Yhwach faster and light as well. But there's actually a meta involving Aizen and Gin's Bankai, because like I do believe the Gin Bankai statement is valid, but you can get the MFTL plus regardless based off of that. That's some wonky scaling right there. And what makes it, you can, but regardless, you can argue that they're around the same speed and maybe give a little edge to one or the other. It doesn't really matter to me. I think they're around the same. I will say though that because of GER's ability being like fucking negated, I think Yhwach would just eventually overpower him, especially since he got all the other Stern Ridders, like their little scripts or whatever the fuck you call it, but he's got all their abilities. And yeah, I just think GR would eventually be overwhelmed. And it's unfortunate because, he also has far a higher AP and destructive capacity and area of effect than GR. The fucking destroying all 3 worlds and shit. You can argue that between multiplanetary, or if you really fucking want to, I don't agree with it, but you can argue it to be a little multiversal as well. Then there's just like, there's also the idea that, Yhwach, even without the All Might, would just neg his hacks. Why? Because within Bleach, and default battle assumptions will equalize energy, keep in mind. Within Bleach, characters can neg each other's abilities via spiritual pressure. And due to default battle assumptions, yeah, Giorno's abilities would just be dog shit then. And he would just negate his durability because of how spiritual pressure works as well, due to the massive gap in power. So yeah, overall I would have to give Yhwach the win here. And like I said, this fucking hurts me, man. Because while I love Giorno, I fucking hate Yhwach. Yhwach's ass. He tried to actually replace Aizen. Imagine that shit. Anyways, though, I actually please have to ask that y'all like and subscribe, because like I'm actually having a little trouble with the algorithm lately, giving me like 60 views, and I actually did a head count of people I know that watched it, and it was actually over the viewer amount I got, which was a little strange. I have to kind of look at YouTube with the y'all screw me over here, I feel. Anyways, so have a good day. If you have any other requests, then I will take a little while to do them, because there's going to be a little thing happen in real life for me, so I have to stop recording for a little bit. But I won't be gone for too terribly long, hopefully, and I'll still be making shorts. But yeah, there's going to be a bunch of videos coming out. I'm recording them all and just like hoarding them for when the time comes. Anyways, y'all have a good day, have fun. If you disagree with this video, that's completely fine. I won't be able to debate for a little bit, but it's all good.